Yo.
5 minutes!
How long, Coach?
5! Fuck you!
It's showtime.
We got the Colorado. We got our first user. So we're gonna see how this gonna go. I like that.
Well, why we come out so early and just stand around here and do this? Hey, I'm sitting here just goofing off.
You know what time the game starts?
A look
Wish me
at
luck. I'm
McLean
gonna need it.
Stadium on the banks of the Brazos.
Good luck.
Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Javi Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Buffalo's head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup.
All right.
And the Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action.
We got defense first.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
All right, hit squad is in the house. Yes, party time. All right now, baby, all right. 60 minutes, falls out. Let's open up the whole can of kick-ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out. Raise up Bear Claw Stinger. Ready? Fire!
Looking for space. It's Young. Shows him the stiff arm. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Motion from the wideout. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Open open space at the 12. Makes a grab and
I was looking at my other shit. And I wasn't even paying attention to the damn play.
It's a huge gain, and they're set up with a
I'm trying to.
goal.
I'm lost
That's
track
a
of my
bang type play,
adjustments.
RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
I'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Lewis to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. It's Lewis again. Pressure coming. He's got it on the move. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long.
Better than me, I probably
because
won't
they
make that
break on
shit.
the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. It's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Lagway. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught by Smith. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
He's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Lagway. Skips away from pressure.
Oh my God, that was good job.
Throws the interception.
I was looking the other way and throwing back the other way.
And he's
My fault.
gonna score
Good job.
on the interception. Touchdown, Bucks.
I'm looking downfield.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself
My biggest
into
problem.
the end zone for a touchdown.
That's why I just
And with the extra point,
I
they're
got
now
just
up by a
making schemes.
touchdown and a field
I
goal
can't play
on
the game
10.
no more. I hit wrong buttons too many times. So I have more fun in the practice mode and just fucking with the. Well, why the hell I ain't had nobody about
Inbounds
that?
through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Flagway wants to throw. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Got a man, it's Livingston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Flagway on the play action. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Young. Picks up the 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. He's
I'm
loose
just
down the
handing
left
him this
side.
one.
Into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes. These guys are
trying
really hitting
shit
their
out.
stride.
That's the first time I ever did that.
Push out that lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just
I'd always put
for the big play in the running game.
Like
One
the
snap, one
offside,
touchdown.
I mean the onside kick shit first. Why would they do that?
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it on the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose. Just like right there, he picks up a little chunk of yards. Not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
I have no fucking offensive line. Like, they just cannot block anybody.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's Lagway to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
He almost got it.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it at the 30. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lewis. He's taking the shot. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
What an unbelievable one-handed grab by that wide receiver. David, there was nothing that defender could have done on that play.
Yeah, and I don't know what you want these defenders to do. You're right, it was pretty good coverage, but you got so many receivers now that they run so fast.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
I'm just not into it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little
I'm letting it get out of hand.
Quick strike offense on
my
that
head's not in it at all.
Drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. The ball bounces through the end zone.
Made a couple bad plays
and
and we capitalized, and ain't nothing I could do about it. Just go through the motions and get the shit over with.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Play fake Lagway. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had it.
This guy makes one-handed catches,
right
though,
there
right?
for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into
Laid
a
it out
nice
there,
rhythm.
too,
That
man.
time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle
fuck
them,
is
wear
it?
them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football
Dude,
games, they
I'm
turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Flag wave. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback making checks. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure.
Oh, fuck.
He's going to let one go back to the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bears will call on their punt team. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. On the ground, it's Young. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Lewis. That's caught.
He catches it still, guys. It's right there.
Came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Plucks it out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Freaking thing keeps my left thumb.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the 1st, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Lewis to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Lewis to throw. That's reeled in. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling that you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be third and long. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Lagway. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
He launched that one.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Lagway. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash.
I ain't gonna make that shit. I ain't gonna kick. I can't kick a field goal for my life.
A little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin
2-yard line.
Connors in our
I'm lucky I
halftime
get that.
update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buckeyes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
He might want another play. Lagway wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Lagway on the play action. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going.
He threw a fucking dime on the last one, and that one he just fucking just.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Hey, easy. Move 42, Thunder. Move 42, Thunder. Move.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Play fake Lagway. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you, and if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Lagway to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown Bears! Gets it into the end zone.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
PAT unit on the field. bangs it through for an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Lewis. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game.
What the hell kind of throw was that? He didn't even have. I thought he was under pressure.
Back to the drawing board.
He didn't have nobody in his face.
And you can
the
see
hell
that paying
that?
dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Lagway. Time to take a shot.
The fuck?
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Dumps it to the back. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's throwing for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Come on, bro. Jesus Christ.
Like
just got to the fucking line.
Drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First down here for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Lagway under fire, and he never had a chance.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Lagway on the play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays.
Wobbling his
now
ass
they're
off.
set up in the red zone.
And the Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Lagway. Caught behind the line. It's Smith.
What the fuck kind of shit move was that, dude? Like he's moonwalking.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets the back moving. Lagway to the air again. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lewis. Pulls it in. It's Atkins.
Dude, come on. Three
They
guys
make the
there.
stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down, Lewis. He's got it. There to make the tackle. And
38, what are you doing?
Into the fourth quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take a
That was
moment
our
to look
chance
at
right
the
there to
stats
get
and
back in the
what
game.
has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this,
That
it's
chance
all
right there,
about
38.
somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Young. He stopped
let's
at
pull
the
him across the line.
45 after
That makes
picking
more
up
sense.
10 yards and the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. To the ground. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Young. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
On the ground, it's Welch. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the inside. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it behind the line. It's Atkins. Touchdown, Buffs! A great catch and run for 6. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flagway wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, Lagway. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Looking left.
Good job.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
God, bro.
With the catch, it's Moore. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll get myself in position.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Lewis throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football, little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Here's Lagway to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Again, it's Lagway. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Using his legs, it's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right back to the well. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got it down the field. Turning on the Jets.
Oh my God, this fucking shit's hilarious.
He's at the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play
this shit's
through
fucking
the echo
hilarious.
of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team